It'll be one to go this time by. Coming to the green, buddy, coming to the green. Let's go get him. Go, 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 go.
Get your motor running. Head out on the highway.
They do. I don't know.
Okay, if I can have your attention, please, we'll roll into our post-race press conference for the Coke 0400. We have with us our third-place finisher in tonight's race, and that's Matt Kenseth. He drives the number 17 R&L Carriers Ford. Matt, your thoughts about tonight's race? Certainly an exciting finish, and probably could have gone either way. Your thoughts?
Yeah, it was crazy. You never know what's going to happen on one of them green-white checkers. You're pretty sure at a plate race, the green-white checker, there's going to be a wreck, and you hope that you're not in it, basically. So the restart was really odd. Kyle went about 20 car lengths late, and we all, everybody was running into each other like crazy. I've never been hit so hard and hit people so hard before they ever threw a green. But so that kind of got it sort of started, and then I guess Carl almost had a little run on Jeff, and Jeff got spun out. And then down the back, I was trying to push Carl because we had such a good restart, and Kurt was behind me pushing me like crazy, but he was trying to look different directions on Kyle, and Kyle was blocking like crazy, and he was so all over the straightaway. I was scared to hit him. I thought he was going to spin out, and finally I did give him a little shove, and he got sideways, and Kyle went up to block him and got sideways, and I was right in the middle of it and was going to wreck, so I had to get out of the gas. That was kind of, if Carl could have got straight and we could have got a farther back run on Kyle, I think we both could have went by him and maybe raced for the win, but we just couldn't quite get that figured out exactly right. So anyway, happy to finish third. I think that's the best I've ever finished at Daytona. The guys made great adjustments, and we were pretty competitive, so it feels good.
Thank you, Matt. Right now we also have our race runner-up, and that is Carl Edwards. Tonight he drove the number 99 Aflac Ford to a second-place showing here in the Coke 0400. Carl, certainly an exciting finish. Could have gone either way. Your thoughts?
Boy, I don't know exactly what the caution was for. Was it a wreck in turn one? Was that it? Man, I'd have given anything to be able to run at least down to the end of the back straightaway. But that's the way it went, and Kyle did a great job. They were real fast. That was a little nerve-wracking there before they announced the winner. But I don't know what to tell you. Second place is second place. I mean, I really wanted to win. Matt did a great job helping me. That was very cool.
Take questions now for these two teammates, Matt Kenseth or Carl Edwards. If you have a question, raise your hand down here in the infield media center. We've got a couple of mics. State your name, who you're with. We'll start right here. Go ahead, please.
If you could do any Jeff Gordon questions last, I'd appreciate that. I could get home a lot earlier.
If you got any, let Matt get out of here if you got any questions for me.
Well, Matt, I'll ask you then. Elliott Sadler's blew a tire during part of the race and said he criticized the tires by saying that Goodyear didn't bring the same tires you guys tested here with. Did you find any kind of problems with the tires? Were there any controversy around that or thoughts?
I didn't have any problem with any tires coming apart, and I haven't tested here in 5 months, so I don't really know if that means that they brought back something different from a tire test. I'm not sure really what that means or who did the tire test, so I don't really have any idea.
Other questions? Who has one? Raise your hand. How about upstairs in the press box? Questions for either Carl Edwards or Matt Kenseth? No questions upstairs. Anybody downstairs here? Mike, you have a question? Right behind here, Bianchi's got one.
That's both you guys. Kyle Busch has won 6 times this year. He's what your impressions of him as a driver? Why is he so good?
Well, I mean, I think he's the same driver he's been the last couple of years. I mean, I think that well, first of all, I know he can only run as fast as your equipment will carry you, so obviously he's got good equipment. And I think a lot of times, you'll get together with somebody and have good chemistry and can figure this stuff out better than maybe you can with somebody else. And obviously, he's been able to hit it off with his team really good over there. And obviously, they got good stuff, and he's just been pretty much on fire. So he's been having an exceptional year, that's for sure.
Got another question? Go ahead.
Carl, Mark Ullman, NASCAR.com. When did you know for sure that you'd finished second? There was a lot of confusion for a while.
I wasn't sure until we were going down the back straightaway. Bob or Jason Hedleski told me. They said the 18 to victory lane. I was pretty sure though when we were running because I saw the yellow light come on right as I was going by it, and I was just getting a run up on his door. So I thought that I was probably second.
Another question, go ahead.
Tom Jensen, SpeedTV.com, for either one of you guys. Kyle's obviously had everything that could go right for him has gone right, in the right place at the right time, and he's on a good team and solid car. But are you guys encouraged that when you get to the chase, you're competitive with him, and you know you guys are in the mix to contend for a championship?
I think that's a good one for Carl because I'm just barely on the edge. I don't know whether I'm going to make it or not. We're pretty sure Carl's going to make it.
Yeah, I mean, I feel great about how competitive we are. I mean, if we hadn't blown up at Atlanta, and if pit strategy worked a little different at Sonoma, and if we'd have gone another 200 yards here tonight, you know, we might have a lot more wins. And that's just how racing goes. You know, Kyle's got the trophies, and I got all the respect in the world for him. But once the chase starts, everybody kind of gets to almost start over again. He's getting a little bit of a head start with all these wins on the bonus points. But I feel very good about our team, all of them. I think we have the potential to be very good in the chase.
Go ahead, and then we'll bounce over here. Go ahead.
Mike from the Florida Times Union. Matt, your last 4 finishes here in this race have been top 10, but you haven't fared as well in the 500. What's different about this race, and why are you having more success in this one?
Well, I don't know. It's hard for me to remember back every race, but you know, we were running, I think, third or fourth. Had a great car in the 500, way better car than what we had tonight, and got wrecked. That couldn't do anything about it. I was beside somebody and they ran me in the wall. So couldn't really do anything about that. I mean, I guess that's the last one I can remember. So I don't know that it really matters what time of year it is or what race. I think it's just more circumstances than anything.
Question here. Go ahead.
Bob Margolis with Yahoo Sports. Carl, if you've answered this, Carl, I'm sorry. If you've answered this in your opening statement, I walked in, I was out in the garage. For the first part of the race, you were hanging in the back, kind of doing a bit of a Dale Jarrett impersonation, and you're watching the replay.
I was just watching. I can listen and watch at the
that's
same
okay.
time.
I didn't know if I didn't want to disturb you. I know you were watching.
I'm listening, sir.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
No, that's all right. That's okay. You were kind of doing a little bit of a Dale Jarrett impersonation, hanging around towards the back of the field. Was that intentional, or was that something because of the car?
That's a good question. We at first I was thinking it was intentional, and then I just couldn't go any faster. We really had some things that weren't right on our car. It was really hard to drive. So I just kind of hung back there a little bit until we got it fixed. And Bob really did a great job. We actually did some stuff with the front end and worked on some things. So it worked out. But I just didn't. I couldn't drive like that for 400 miles the way the car was. So I just figured I'd hang around instead of wrecking everyone.
Question over there. Raise your hand. We'll get you the mic.
For Carl, Jonathan Ingram, Autosport. It's a follow-up to that question. You stayed out and came in after everybody else had pitted with about 45 laps to go. Was that part of that same trying to work on the car, or was there a fuel mileage gambit there?
That was a fuel mileage thing. Bob thought we could make it to the end with a caution, maybe, and maybe even without a caution. So we stayed out. We led one lap, and thought we'd gamble on fuel, which is very cool of Bob to do. You know, we're getting closer to the chase, and we do feel pretty comfortable with our position in the points. So it was cool to see Bob do some gambling. He's usually we play it very safe, and that's what we were doing there.
Other questions down here. We got one right here.
Dustin Long, Landmark Newspapers. Carl, I guess what hurts most about tonight, not getting the win or the 20-point difference, the 10-point bonus you could have had losing 10 to Kyle again? That's
what hurts the most is that's what hurt the most at Atlanta, and that's what hurts the most tonight. You're so close, and then it gives especially with one guy like Kyle who's winning all these races. He's really setting himself up for a great start to the chase. If he wins one or two more, he's almost got a freebie there if he blows an engine or has a bad race or something. So they're doing it right, and that's going to be hard for the rest of us to those points we're going to have to make up. That's just the way it is.
Any more questions for Matt or Carl? We'll let you guys go. Congratulations. Good performance tonight. Good luck this week.
Cool. Thanks. Hey, on the Jeff Gordon thing, I just he was coming down, and I know. And he was doing the best he could, I think, to try to get in front of me. And he was up against my fender. And I thought that he would turn right at any moment, but that's all that happened there. I don't think he knew I was inside of him. So that's all. Just in case it comes up.